Hello bass family and welcome to Everything Bass. Today we're going to continue on with the new series Hyperneck Study. If you haven't seen Hyperneck Study Unit 1, you have to pretty much pause this one, search out Hyperneck Bass Study or Hyperneck Study Unit 1 and go through that, because this is an addendum to that. This builds on that, and it would be a little weird, I think, if you just started here. So what is the variation? Well, if you remember, we were doing 6 notes on 2 strings, sliding up, doing the next 6 natural notes, always playing 6 notes, 3 per string, always in the key of C, so there's no sharps or flats, trying to learn where the notes are on the fingerboard. This subtle variation makes it a little more musical, creates a little bit more of a technique challenge, very little, but also will help you learn the notes of the fingerboard in a subtle different way. Let me show you what we're doing. We're starting the exact same way. We're playing the first 6 notes just like in Unit 1. Now, instead of playing the second set of notes ascending, we start on the highest note and come back down. Now let me play that to be clear so you understand it. I'm going up, shifting with my pinky to the next natural note, coming down. Shifting with my index finger to the next natural note on the D string, going up. Shifting up with the pinky, coming down. Going up. So now we have this, if you look at the sheet music, which is available through my Patreon subscription, we're doing like little mountains. We're going up in pitch, down in pitch, up in pitch, down in pitch, and slowly, overall, getting the elevation higher and higher. So I really enjoy. I like this exercise a lot. And honestly, as I practiced it and got familiar with it, tried it on different sets of strings and whatnot, I found it leaking into some of my bass solos or my little turnaround bass fills and things like that. So it's something that I'm practicing as a technique developer that actually can become natural and part of my actual vocabulary of improvisation. And that's about it. That's a very quick lesson to be able to work this technique out. And remember, first off, don't use a metronome. Don't use any kind of timekeeper. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Just work out the actual mechanics really slowly. Take time, figure it out. Later on, if you want, then yeah, go ahead and put a click on it and see if you can maybe incrementally get your speeds higher and whatnot. The best thing I can tell you is as you start to speed up, resist the urge to tense up. We have a tendency to think it's going to help us get there if we get all overflex everything, but that actually is counterintuitive. It actually doesn't help. Try to stay relaxed as you're going for higher tempos in anything you do. Try to keep your shoulders down. Try to relax your hand. Don't overflex your plucking hand. Don't grip the neck tighter like you're trying to strangle it. Just try to kind of stay fluid, and I think you'll find that speed comes from being relaxed, having your mechanics down, and knowing your fingerboard. And I think those things will help you become faster if that's one of your goals. All right, Hyperneck Study 2. Let's go on to today's Encore Item. And I'm really so in love with this disc. And I've had it for decades now. But this is Steve Bailey's Dichotomy. I believe it was his first solo album. We were both on staff at Musicians Institute at the time, and he gave me this copy. But you can actually order it, and it's very cool. If you don't know Steve Bailey, which I know is pretty rare because almost everyone knows of Steve and his playing, but he's an amazing musician. When you watch him play 6-string fretless bass and all the things he can do with it, it just blows your mind and melts your face. It's amazing. I'm so astonished by what he can do musically. And even things like playing very dense chords on the fretless bass perfectly in tune. His intonation is amazing. His compositions are great. I think they really tie into a style of songwriting that I enjoy. I believe you'll enjoy too. There's also some just incredible tunes on here that will just relax you. This for a long time was one of my Sunday morning discs. When you wake up, you got a day to just relax, throw this disc on in the morning, just grab the newspaper, sit back, and I just love it. There's moments, Dizzy's Tizzy is one that will just blow your mind and maybe not relax you, but I just love this disc. Steve's to call Steve a great bassist is accurate, but it's limited. It's not the full scope. He's really a great composer. His soloing is brilliant and unique. Like I usually can hear a solo, like when my iPod's on shuffle, I can hear one of his songs come up and just hear a solo and go, oh, that's Steve. He's just he's got a great style to it. He's also a great band leader and a teammate. I've heard more people tell me who've toured with him or played with him, done recordings with him, just, oh man, what a great guy, always shows up, always plays his best, never creates any drama. And that's the kind of guy that I want to be, and I think every pro bass player wants to have that reputation. Who wants to be known as the difficult one that makes every recording a nightmare? Nah, don't head down that path. Okay, so Steve Bailey, Dichotomy, great. You'll just hear some things. If you don't know if Steve's playing, you'll hear bass played in a way that's just, unique and will add a dimension, maybe to your playing and maybe to just your appreciation of music in whole. All right, so we have the Hyperneck Study Unit 2, and we have Steve Bailey's Dichotomy. Thank you so much for checking this video out. I hope you got something out of it. Share with me your ideas down in the comment section. Just, let me know what you think. Did you try Hyperneck Study 1? And if you tried number 2, what do you see? Is it doing anything for you? Is it not? Do you not get it? Could I explain something better? I really want this dialogue just to increase. It started, which is great, and I really appreciate it. You guys have been supporting the channel a lot and the Facebook page a lot. So I really do appreciate that. Let's just keep the communication going. Let's see where we can take it. Where will this be in a year if we're all like sharing ideas? I have some new ideas I'll be announcing shortly for involving more of the community in these posts, and I'm excited about it. So thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps grow the channel. If you've watched the channel, if you watch this video, please just take a moment and hit subscribe. Let's get those subscription numbers up because that will help grow the channel quite a bit. And I really appreciate it. Kind of keeps me going and gets me driven to do more videos and create more content. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you at the next video.